Hello, hello, and good morning, everyone. This is April Showers, and we have Lady Alicia, co host, and with so much darkness going on, I had to take, I guess, a mental health break. I do have a life other than YouTube. Lady Alicia has been wanting to do a show, and I thank her for bearing with me. Um, because the things that came out last week, um, I really didn't want to talk about them at the time. I read everything. Um, I don't know if I would be ever convinced 100% that everybody, including Rob, everybody involved in this entire fiasco. So
Hey, Mom Life.
if everybody is telling
Hey,
the
Valencia.
entire truth,
Hey, 100 devices. Karen, hey.
yeah, yeah, good morning, good morning. And so, with that being said, um, it's so much darkness. We have our gymnast, Simone Biles, who dropped out of the Olympics due to mental health. Lady Alicia said, too much darkness, too much darkness.
It really is. I don't, I don't even know how to explain this. I intentionally, purposefully live a drama-free life. I don't care for negativity.
Yeah,
I don't want it around me. This case is more than enough.
yeah,
I don't want to talk about it. I don't want it in my psyche. At my age, I just want to have a peaceful ass life. I don't
oh,
want to discuss these things. I don't want them in my mind. I don't.
yeah.
And I don't understand why you can never find something positive to come on the show about. Oh, she was sexually abused. So what? Oh my God, it's just, look, people are sexually abused every day. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it is not an absolutely horrific thing. However, why do we have to talk about that? Why is that all we ever have to talk about lately?
And the
I, I
dirty,
don't,
the
I don't,
dirty
I
lying
don't
bloggers and
listen.
all of the fiascos going
You don't
on.
listen. It's too much. I don't even know how you. The reason that you have to take a mental break is because you listen to all this bullshit.
No, I don't listen
Yes,
to.
you do.
No,
Because if
no,
you didn't, you wouldn't know about it.
no.
Yes,
I
you do.
always have people inbox me,
Don't look at it.
And so,
Don't look
like
at
I
it.
said, and see, I've never been one to bite my tongue. And it's just, it's crazy. And like as yeah, just we've been fine. We just took,
Hey, Just V.
yeah, we took mental health breaks.
She took
Yeah, it's
she took a mental
very
health break.
overwhelming.
I wanted to discuss the case and see with April, for her, the case is all of this bullshit. For me, it's not. The case is the case. It's the damn documents, it's the motions, you know, it's the decisions made by the judge. I could give two shits and a shake about what the fuck the flower lady talking about, or Tasha K, or Booger Man. I don't give a fuck. I
Yeah,
follow none of them. I listen to none of it. I could not care less. It's just I can't consume my mind and my time with that type of stuff. I just can't.
yeah, cause it got to be. Girl, did check pace, check pace, check pace. Anything new, you know.
And,
And
and see, for me, that's fine
yeah,
because that is the case. But
yeah,
all of this bullshit of, people sending me a YouTube video, or that's not the case. That's bullshit to me.
yeah,
Because everybody on YouTube, whether they're just here because of the case or whether they are a Tasha K, they're all there for the same fucking purpose: likes, views, cash apps, sponsors. That's what they're there for. Nothing more, nothing less. It ain't a goddamn blogger out here that has information, or a YouTuber that has information that the damn government doesn't have. The majority of their information is inaccurate. So why am I don't waste my time with that.
yeah, yeah,
Now it's fun to sometimes post a comment or go in a group and post a comment and laugh about certain things. But all the extra stuff, I've never done it. I'm not gonna start now.
yeah,
It's no purpose.
yeah,
There is no purpose in it. It is just constant 24-hour a day fucking negativity. I don't do that.
yeah.
I'm not, I wish I would sit up and shed a fucking tear over a goddamn R. Kelly, or be so motherfucking distressed about him fucking a boy. I wish I would. Like,
And
I
personally,
I can't understand it. I just don't
you
understand
know,
it.
um, yeah,
Hey, Alchemy.
yeah,
Hey, there go Karen J. We got Karen and
yeah.
Karen J.
We
Here
got
come the Karen.
everybody. We
Hey,
thank y'all.
Detroit finest.
You know,
Indigo, what's up?
yeah.
Where my best friend K Judah at?
I
K
know.
Judah ain't in
Where is
here.
he at? Trust
Where's my
me,
best
we
friend
missed
K Judah?
everybody. And I'm like, and for me, and what I've decided, um, is
Hey, Michelle.
all of you dirty people, and I'm talking about the alleged R. Kelly supporters, you will get your day. And I ain't gonna talk about they dirty motherfucking asses no more. I ain't the type of person that bite my tongue, but I'm also the type of person that's still gonna let a bitch or a punk know how I feel about they dirty ass. And so I've got to change I had to change
Hey,
my
Sharice.
whole outlook. And Rob is my focus and will continue to be. And the alleged victims, I care about them too. I care about everybody involved in this.
There go Robert
There
Keller.
you go, Robert.
There go
And
Robert Keller.
so,
You back?
you know,
I
uh,
heard you was, over in them islands cheating and shit. What's up?
yeah, what's up? Tell us
What's
about your
up, Robert?
vacation.
Hmm.
Uh, I just want to know, you know, whenever this case is over with, the trial, like,
When that trial is over, it's gonna be an extended saga on YouTube because they still have to make money. They still have to get subs. They
and
still
so
have to get likes and views. So it'll just be
yeah,
a continuation. You know, they're gonna find a way to parlay the verdict
yeah,
into more views, likes, and cash apps.
yeah.
It's
I
never gonna be over
yeah. I just
because there's
wonder.
still more cases to
Yeah,
come. So it's not gonna be over for quite some time.
yeah, yeah.
Wait a minute. Just the what? I cannot confirm or deny if I started the
Well,
rumor.
I ain't the one to gossip, but I don't know. But anyway, the question I have to ask people is, when this is over with, what will people individually on their own try to do to so we don't have these situations
What situation?
occur occur? You
What situations are we talking about?
uh, allege, you know, sexual abuse, uh, just everything involved. Do people? Would you talk to your children? Uh, will you
Wait a minute.
will
Robert
you
Kelly,
tell?
you cannot send.
I
Oh,
mean,
wait a minute. You
what
sending her to
kind
the
of
corner so you
steps?
could go be with her? Is that what you're doing, Robert? Because I was about to say you can't send her to the corner. Only me and April can send her to the corner. But if you want to go to the corner, okay, go
Uh,
to the corner, Justy. Robert wants to see you in the corner. He misses you. Yeah, bring the snacks. You got the drink. I'm gonna send the drinks over. I'm sorry, April. Just having the fun. Go ahead. I'm so sorry.
no, just you know, what what has anybody learned from all of this that's going on, and what what if people are saying they failed the girls, the alleged victims, uh, they failed Rob, uh, what would be some solutions from a situation like this never occurring? again.
Well, listen, you can't prevent that. You can't prevent it from never occurring again.
Uh-oh. You know what? There that got doggone K. Judah.
There go my best friend.
Boy, you must have heard her. Hey, K. Judah. Yeah.
Hey, K. Judah. Oh, now you is God, mama.
Keller, believe it or not, you know what, Lady Alicia, I ain't even had a fireball. Friday,
Thank God.
Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, what is it, Thursday?
Thank
For
goodness.
6 days. Hell yeah, shit.
You know you done had too many damn fireballs. You know you drink too goddamn much when you gotta count the days that you haven't drank.
A full blown alcohol.
Yes. Okay, Judah, my bestest friend.
Yeah. And so, you know, that, yeah.
Listen, there is nothing that you can do to prevent it. There really isn't. You can prevent it. Well, no, you can't. You know, because here's the thing. Mental illness is real.
Yeah.
There are, you know, and the one thing that I've learned through this case is how many sick ass people there are in this world. Allegedly normal people.
Yeah.
You know, I just don't understand out of everything. And another thing that I learned too, well, I already knew, but it solidified the fact that Black lives don't matter, especially Black girls' lives. You
Yeah. Yeah.
they refuse to call the girls a victim. You know, it's a motherfucking shame. It is a motherfucking shame, especially when you sit up and claim that you're of God and you support a fucking monster like R. Kelly. I think it's a shame.
Well,
But you know,
I support
you gotta answer to God. You gotta answer to God for that. Look, look. We're not, but see, we're not talking about any other. We're not. You can love him. Hell, I love him.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love him. But his ass needs to go to jail. Period. Point blank.
Yeah. Well, if
he has ruined dozens and dozens of lives
a long time ago.
You know what? It doesn't matter that he needed help. He didn't fucking get it. He didn't get it. He had the resources to get help. He didn't get help.
Even if he would have come out and said he had issues, nobody probably wouldn't have never believed him. Because we got people that want to say.
Why wouldn't we have believed him? See, there you go. There you go. Spin in your damn web of bullshit.
Yeah.
Spin in your web of bullshit. Because you don't know what people would have said. You know? You give with one hand and you take away with the other.
Yeah. And
you know,
even
Angelo, whose child was his fucking victim, even Angelo said, if the motherfucker would have just said to me, man, I'm sick. He said, I probably would have whooped his ass and said, come on, motherfucker, we gonna go get you some help.
Oh, that's what he's saying now.
See, that's what I mean. Angelo has always said he was sick. Angelo has always said he was sick. Okay. When did he not say he was sick? Angelo has said that from day one. And you know that. He has always said he was sick. But you know, that's what I'm saying. You you want to negate
Angelo,
everything.
okay.
No.
So
It
Angelo
was to the
has
point. No,
always
we ain't
said
gonna discuss
that he was
Angelo.
sick.
He has always said that. He has
Okay.
always said that. But my point was, had he came out and said he had an issue, if Angelo could say, nigga, let's go get some help, I think that a lot of people would too. They had not a goddamn victim in this case. You know, mental illness is real, and we all know that. Of course, you're going to have some that want to see his ass fry, don't give a fuck what kind of mental illness he got. Of course, you're going to have those. But I think had he came out and said, look, I got a problem. I cannot control it. I need help. People would have been more likely to accept that answer than I was set up. My heart too good. I got a problem with trusting people. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. Robert Kellz says he should use his mental health issues to get a plea deal. Here's the thing with a plea deal, Robert. Everybody keeps talking about this plea deal. In the New York case, Robert has charges that have mandatory. Hey, B. Robert has charges that have mandatory minimum sentences. The government cannot offer you a plea deal on anything less than the mandatory minimum. When you have charges, you know, they can't go against the sentencing guidelines. So, for instance, it's a 10-year mandatory minimum is 10 years on every tape with Miss Lansdale. 3 tapes, 4 tapes, however many it is. I believe it's 3. There were 4. They're not using one of them. That's 30 years mandatory. What the hell can the government offer him? They can't offer him anything but those 30 years. You know, they can't offer him anything less than 10 years per tape for one victim. Now think of the mandatory minimum sentences with the other charges. You think if they go to him and say, hey, we're going to offer you 50 years.
I don't want to see no oops,
Do you think he's going to agree to a plea deal of 50 years? It's a life sentence either way you go. He's 54.
B. Sparrow said, can y'all talk about the boy that has come forward and said he had sex?
No, we can't talk about it. What we going to talk about?
Did the boy did come forward, or they're just saying that there were boys in the
we're not gonna discuss what Angelo. We're not gonna discuss what Angelo said on Surviving R. Kelly. I didn't see it. I didn't watch it. I will never see it. I will never watch it. I only used Angelo's statement to prove a point as to how people would probably accept that R. Kelly was sick if he were to come out and say he was sick. That's it. That's all. You know, and I only used it again as a reference point, because if Angelo can say, I'll get the man some help, and his child is a victim, I think that a lot of people would probably say, let the man get some help.
be be some of the John Does in the case are boys. Um, am I correct?
B Sparrow, I don't know what it is you want us to talk about. We don't know who they are.
Yeah, they just
You
said
know,
that they are males. They
right.
are John Does. Yeah,
Don't know who they are.
yeah, and that's what I'm saying. You know, they're releasing their John Does, and now everybody wants to say it's this person, that person. Uh, you know,
Well, you look,
until
we don't know who the person is. We're not going to
we don't
speculate
know, and
who the
nobody,
person is.
no
And,
boy has come
you know,
forward.
the only
He is
people who
just
know
a John Doe. A John
are the
Doe.
government and the victims that are testifying with the John Doe. So, you know, they I mean, I don't know what to say about them.
Yeah.
There's a John Doe number one that the government has in the case that said he's 17 years old. He was 17 years old. R. Kelly met him at McDonald's, invited him to a party at his home in Chicago, told him he wanted to help him with his singing career. According to the documents, the boy came to the party with his parents, and R. Kelly told him,
Hey, Keith.
R. Kelly wasn't happy that the boy was there with his parents and told him that the next time he came to come alone. He asked him what he would do, what was he willing to do for his career.
Yeah.
Took him to the studio, had sex with him.
Yeah.
The young man was 17 at the time. He introduced R. Kelly to another one of his friends, who's John Doe number two. But John Doe number two was 16 or 17, something like that, around the same age as John Doe number one when he was introduced to R. Kelly. But John Doe number two says that he did not have sex with R. Kelly until years later. So John Doe number two was not a minor. Now, none of this is surprising to me. None of it is surprising to April. Azriel had said long ago that R. Kelly forced them to have sex with the gay men. And after they had sex with the gay men, he would then have sex with the gay men. And that sometimes he would pay the gay men. Okay? So, you know, that's been out there for a couple of years. Not shocking to me. There's been other victims who've stated that are men. There's been a couple of victims who said R. Kelly had sex with Bubba. We don't know where the hell Bubba at. Ain't heard from Bubba yet. We don't know that. But, you know, as far as the John Does in the case, not surprised. It's been alleged. But again, we don't know who the John Does are. We're not going to speculate as to who the John Does are. You know. And I don't see why it would be surprising to anyone.
That's all, baby. I really do feel sorry for his children at this
We're
time.
not going to discuss his children. We're not going to
basically.
We are not going to discuss his kids. That is so off limits.
Wait a minute.
We're not. No, you don't discuss people's kids.
For any child that has to see news and coverage of this type being played out in the media and social media.
Well,
Nobody, no doubt.
it's not, you know what? It's being played out in social media. It's not being played out in the media like it's being played out on social media.
Yeah,
Not at all. Not at all.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. And so,
I
yeah,
don't I don't
and
even think
and
I
for
don't even
his
think
children,
mainstream media has.
yeah, for I don't know where she went, but yeah, for any child to hear any bad news about their parent, it's not good. I don't care if it's from the bum on the street to the richest man in the world. Nobody wants to hear bad news about their parents or gossip. And at this point, this is why I'm not, until this trial starts, because what the government put out is what they have. Those are not the actual charges. And, you know, uh, I looked at the phone records with some of the employees, and it's crazy. Some are right, exactly, Star. I mean, he still has kids, might have grandkids. Yeah. Uh, just read. You're young. As you get older, honey, let me tell you something. Honey, you don't know what path God is going to take you down to humble you. So just remember, and this is why I tell people I don't sit around. Hold on. What happened?
I don't know it. It just booted me out and the link won't work. Send me the link again.
Okay.
I keep clicking on the link and it won't
Okay.
do anything. Okay.
All right. And when I read some of the employees, they were laughing, thinking the shit was funny, allegedly, of the girls not being able to eat or or go in, take a shit in the sink. Like, oh, they thought the shit was funny too. Oh, they thought, you know. So you thought it was funny. You didn't say, fuck you, fuck this job. It's just crazy. And and so you were a part of the go along, get along game. As far as I'm concerned, yeah. And it's just all a mess. And I don't, uh, and I will say this, no crime is different from another crime. A criminal is a criminal. Hold on. I'm sending it now. Yeah. Okay. All right. And so yeah. And and then too, you know, some of these people, you know, why did you get immunity? What did you do? You know, it's just all fucked up to me. It's all messed up to everybody, everybody
Oh, please.
involved. You know, no winners, no winners. Yeah. And so I don't care about what what the speculations, this person, that person. At first, I had got a pen and a piece of paper out, and I started writing this, and I started writing that, and I'm like, I'm not going to sit up here and put all of this fucking shit together. Hell, when they go to court, when the trial happens, you know, everything will be said and done then. Yeah. 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 And so, you know, I can't wait uh, until the trial starts and it's over and and whatever happens, um, I hope everybody will be satisfied or happy if it, you know, whatever happens. But as I've stated from the beginning, my stance, and when I, like I said, I read them employee records and I thought, you crazy, you people was just as crazy if you was allegedly not getting paid. And you know, it's so much BS. So,
But no, it's
and
not
so,
BS.
yeah,
And see that you really, you know, that really pisses me off
yeah.
because he's your friend. It's all BS. It's not BS.
No, I look at the case from all angles.
You're not
So,
looking at it from all angles because
yes, I am. I'm looking at it from
it's
all
not.
angles.
No,
All
it's a
angles.
case. Okay,
All angles.
it ain't but two angles.
All
It
angles.
ain't but two.
Because when you sit here,
There's only two
then
angles.
you have had Aaliyah's mother, Miss Diane Horton, who has set up for years and years, said, oh, they were never married. You know, people believe the mother of, of the alleged victim, and now you change your tune.
No,
See, this,
no.
because you
Wait a
want
minute. Hold
to
it.
keep
Hold on.
your
When
daughter's
did she change her tune?
So
She has never changed her tune.
people set up and believe
She has never
Aaliyah's
changed her
mother.
tune.
She has said she didn't change her tune till 2 years ago.
She never changed it.
And she still has said, she still really hasn't said that.
She's never changed her tune.
Yeah.
She just shut the fuck up when the government came in there with that marriage license and certificate and the application for the annulment. She just stopped claiming they were never married. But she was doing that up until January of last year,
right. But
claiming it was all a lie.
right, and so and to anybody, if the mother said it's not happen, it didn't happen, then that's what they were gonna go with.
No,
I mean,
because there was an entire goddamn marriage certificate that the Cook County Clerk's office verified as authentic that every goddamn body chose to ignore. Until this day, people still choose to ignore it.
yeah. Well, who would have went that deep? I mean,
What do
if
you
the
mean
mother
who would have
is
went that
saying
deep?
that they
No,
were
no,
never
no.
married.
Listen. That was out a week after they got married, less than.
And she said it didn't happen.
That certificate was out and circulating publicly a week after they got married.
I don't care about what was being published. I'm saying what the people was saying. Aaliyah said it didn't happen. Her mother said it didn't happen. That's what people were going by. These people said it didn't happen. Who in the hell was going to get on a computer and research? You got the people saying it didn't happen.
They didn't have to get on the computer and research. Everybody.
I mean, so
everybody listened to the radio back then.
Research everybody.
No,
they
did not have to research it. They didn't have to research it. It was in the goddamn media. They didn't have to research it.
Yeah.
They didn't have to research it.
Why would you research it when they're saying it didn't happen?
Did you hear what I just said? They didn't have to research it. It was all in the media.
Yeah.
They didn't have to research a damn thing. They could have read it just like they read the shit her mama said.
Well, yeah. Her mama said it didn't happen.
Right. Okay. I'm gone from that because you know
that's all.
That's your position.
Yeah.
And all I'm saying is there was an entire goddamn marriage certificate that was on the media, that was in the radio, that was in the newspaper, and everybody heard it. So why in the hell with you except somebody's fucking mouth over a legal fucking document?
If I
say
Granny, my hair is great.
Hey, Missy.
You're gonna believe
Star.
Or are you gonna believe or are you gonna want pictures?
I'm not. You know what? I'm not gonna do that with you. I'm not gonna do that with you. Yeah. All I'm saying is, people to this day reject facts when they're not what they want them to be. Point blank. Period.
Yeah.
They do, Granny, they do look away from the documents. They do look away from the documents. They read the document. Hold on. I'm not talking to you. No. Hold on.
I'm saying this.
April, I'm not talking to you. April. April. I read a comment. That was a comment.
Oh.
I said, Granny. I read Granny's comment. Chill out.
Yeah. Hey, Keith. Yeah. It doesn't. I can remember even years ago after that came out, I didn't pay it any attention. I mean, shit out. I mean, hey, they were saying it didn't happen. So, you know, that's what I went with. Shit. You know, hey. You know, anything.
And Granny says you can't look away from the document, but they do. They look away from them
have
every day. They look away from them every single day.
anything is possible, but I didn't, I wasn't really paying that much attention
Star
to.
says, I swear it was put out a couple of hours after. Yes.
Yeah,
And I've told you guys this before. I was working at the Cook County Clerk's office when they got married. I worked there. People were like, how you know it's real? I fucking worked there.
yeah,
They had leaked that goddamn certificate. People were getting fired left and fucking right. It was a whole mess. A whole mess.
and
I didn't know who Aaliyah
who,
was. I
yeah,
remember it vividly because, again, I worked there and it was a whole fucking mess. You know, the marriage certificate should have never been issued because the marriage license, they got married the day after they got the marriage license. At that time, you had to wait 3 days after you got your license in order to get married. They didn't wait the 3 days. They got the license one day, they got married the very next day. When they submitted that license to get the marriage certificate, it should have been void. They should have got a letter that said, we cannot issue you a marriage certificate because you're in violation of the 3-day stay, of the waiting period. That's what everybody else got. They didn't get that. They turned it in and somebody gave them a goddamn marriage certificate.
yeah,
So that was a big deal in the office. Like,
yeah,
who the hell approved this? Who did this?
yeah,
And of course, never found out who did it.
yeah. And like I'm saying,
The radio
and
station
that's what
had
I
it.
thought.
The radio station called in to verify its
You had to,
authenticity.
back then, you did have to get blood tests. Yes, you did.
Mm-mm.
I know a girl got married right after high school. But the point I'm making is, I was not
I think they had just
following,
eliminated the blood testing then, like a
following,
couple of years prior,
following
because they
people's rules
eliminated it.
and stuff. Then all I know is they said it didn't happen, and it just never really fazed me. I didn't really start following this stuff until this last case.
Indigo says, aren't you supposed to get blood tests before you get married?
Yeah,
They eliminated the blood testing here decades ago.
yeah.
Decades ago.
But at that time, well,
No,
but that was in the 90s.
no.
Yeah.
They had eliminated blood testing because my baby is 35. And I didn't have to have a blood test when I married her dad.
Yeah, that was in the 90s.
Yeah, they had eliminated blood tests then.
Yeah. And so I hope.
Yada Dada says he met Aaliyah when she was 11. I thought it was 12. She was 12. She was 12. He met her when she was 12. We're going to give him that year. He met Aaliyah when she was 12.
Yeah. 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 So, there'll be no winners.
Gladys Knight. I don't know if Gladys Knight was her godmother or not. I know that was her aunt by marriage. Gladys Knight was Aaliyah's aunt by marriage.
Yeah.
Gladys Knight was married to Aaliyah's uncle.
Oh, right. And Gladys Knight had to sue her son. She said her son was just as bad as the father, Barry Hankerson, was. Yeah. But yeah. So yeah, all of the and those weren't charges that was released. That was everything.
Okay, Star wants to know why wasn't he charged. I'm gonna tell you why. You know, everybody wants to know why wasn't he charged. Okay, first of all, in order for somebody to be charged with anything, somebody has to file a complaint.
Yeah.
Nobody filed one.
Yeah.
Okay, the police just don't ride around and say, "Oh, let's charge this motherfucker." Not how it goes. In order for someone to be charged, someone has to file a complaint against them. Nobody filed a complaint against R.
And
Kelly
like
for
Mrs.
marrying
said,
Aaliyah because Aaliyah's mother pretended that it never happened.
and exactly.
Aaliyah's mother pretended that it never happened.
And
Okay?
that's the point I'm making. She pretended it never happened, and most people just went with that. Yeah. So that was the whole point.
Well, nobody dropped the ball again. Nobody dropped the ball. You know, you all make statements like that. Who dropped the ball? You make statements like that as if, you know, something went wrong in the justice system, and it did not. Nothing went wrong. Nobody filed a complaint. Point blank.
Because
period.
everybody was denying it never happened. Great point, Missy.
Exactly. Her mother, they were all denying that it happened. Her mother said it didn't happen. She said it didn't happen. I don't think R. Kelly ever told that lie. I don't remember R. Kelly ever saying it didn't happen. I remember him evading the question. But yeah. So nobody dropped the ball.
And that's the point that I was making. Is that everybody involved said it never happened. So you just went along and said, well,
everybody involved didn't say it because, you know, he had people that were saying it back then. Yeah, they got married, you know.
Yeah.
You had people that were saying it back then.
Yeah. And may she rest in peace. Lord, hey, uniquely made. Get them fish sandwiches and lap dances and hell.
Detroit Fighter says Aaliyah's mom needs to be ashamed. No, Aaliyah's mom needs to be charged. That's what Aaliyah's mom needs. She needs to be charged.
Yeah. 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 Yeah, he never does talk about.
Never.
Talked about her.
Never.
Yeah.
He never says anything. All he ever says is that he loved her very much. That's all he ever says.
Yeah. 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 So, and those are things.
And True Strong Warrior says, what was the rush on them getting married? She thought she was pregnant.
Yeah. So those are things.
Aaliyah thought that she was pregnant, and that's why they got married.
Yeah. And allegedly, she was supposed to have been pregnant, and they got a kid out here. That's what I say. All hearsay, I guess. I don't know.
You know, because what you're doing, and you know what, you got to stop doing that because what you're doing. You do. Because what you're doing is you're taking fucking gossip and you're trying to equate it with goddamn what's in the document. You're taking gossip and you're equating it in what's in the document. No, fuck what they're saying.
The document
you're taking gossip and you're trying to equate it with what's in the document.
Documents that she was pregnant.
They didn't say shit about her having no fucking child out here.
They said pregnant. They never said whether she had a baby or not. They said pregnant. They didn't say miscarriage.
Oh, she was supposed to be pregnant and allegedly got a baby out here somewhere. That's why I say.
Well, they didn't
say look, no, they didn't say that. But what I'm saying is, you take that fucking gossip and you try to negate. No, fuck that. We ain't talking about no fucking baby. We're talking about you trying to negate what the fuck is in the document by putting this fucking gossip out here. I'm out of here. Guys, I want to thank you all so much for coming.
Married her.
This is my last show. Thank you all so much.
Yeah. He allegedly married her because she was pregnant. So I don't care if she gets mad. I just look at everything, things that make you go, So, yeah. And so, when people say everybody involved said it didn't happen, yeah. No, I have a right to feel the way I feel and say that. I don't have to agree with what she is saying or what she wants me to agree with. None of it makes sense to me. A marriage, who paid attention? Who paid attention? So I don't know. Everybody lying, covering up shit to save their asses, to whatever. I don't know what the fuck to think. That's all I'm saying. I don't know what to think. And the alleged victims, yeah, if it did happen, I feel sorry for them. I feel sorry for everybody involved. But I'm not going to sit here and just say I'm going to believe everything that these people are saying. I'm just not. You tell lies for years. People tell lies for years. Now the alleged truth is allegedly truth is coming out. And I'm not believing everything these people are saying in the documents. I'm just not doing it. Like what all did you people do? What was you doing? So and why were you offered immunity? And then you people, those employees, you were laughing. You were laughing at the alleged shit that went on. You were laughing, and you thought all of this shit was funny, but you work for him. It's crazy to me. It's crazy. Yeah, and that's exactly in Dingo. Yeah, and I'm not getting ready to sit up and believe everything these people done said, especially the ones that was getting money. I'm just not going to believe it. And then what did you do? I ain't believing nobody. Nobody. Ain't nobody getting ready to tell the whole truth. And that's just how I feel. Ain't nobody getting ready to tell the whole truth. And instead of some people sitting his ass straight, it seemed like they was the go get along gang. Yeah. Yeah. And so, yeah. And that's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna sit up and believe everything. And that's the point I was making. The people involved, yeah, the people involved are saying something never happened. That's what people went with. Now you're trying to say, oh, everything was a lie. So, so what else is a lie? And in the documents, it does say that the girl, he married her because she was pregnant. And so, yes, they say she was pregnant. So, where is the baby? Was there, I mean, so, it's all, yeah, yeah. And so, exactly. And that's what I'm saying. If it did, yeah, okay, Keith, you know, um, and keep, I sit up, yeah, I sit up and I'm just amazed at they want to say a man was terrorizing a whole damn city, and half of these people, y'all sat around, laughed with them while this shit was going on. You co-signed for the shit. Did any of you people ever say, I'm done? You know? And now 30 years, we're here. But now everybody got something to say. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So that's just my take on the whole situation. I looked at those documents. I read everything, and like I said, eh, um, I just hope that that girls uh, girls can uh, not be caught up. But we see this kind of stuff go on in the black community, even with the drug dealers. You know, the love of money, wanting everything, will not get you anywhere. And so I just hope that this can be a learning lesson, and maybe people can sit down. Yeah, yes, and that's what I'm saying, Demetrius. So what part? You co-signed for all of this shit. No, I'm never gonna sit here and say, you know, everything in those documents are true. I think a lot of people are saying what they want to say to save their asses too. And we're never gonna get to yeah, exactly, Phoenix. So I just if, I read the documents, and like I said, there's no winners. There's no winners. Um, and and when I looked at those employee phone calls, And I'm thinking, these idiots, they're laughing. So everybody, everybody thinks everything was just fine, fine and dandy. Like, you know, we failed everybody, but everybody was failed. Yeah. And yeah. Soon I understand that. But like I said, everything might have to be corroborated. But at this point, I bet you half of them people are lying or then added on to the story to save they damn asses. That's all I'm saying. Because trust me, there is no way in hell they at this point, Tune, I feel. Oh, let me finish what I was saying. There was no way in hell that I would have been an employee or a worker and just kept my mouth shut about some shit like this that was allegedly going on. And yes, Tune, at this time, they can tell the feds anything they want to. It won't surprise me, hell, if they find 50 more people. Because at this point, anybody can say anything. Anything. Yeah, yeah. And yeah, they might, they can tell the truth. Yeah, they're true. But the immunity, like I said, for them to be offered immunity, they had to have something on their asses too. Yeah, exactly, Caleb. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, no, and I'm never going to sit up here and say, I look at the entire case with all eyes, all eyes. And yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, can everyone please like, share, and subscribe? But uh, the question that I was asking is, you know, this stuff is going on still to this day. Everybody is talking about um, throw Rob in jail, throw away the key. Well, what are people doing about uh, the family members? We still got this stuff going on today. And and the question that I was asking is, what do people think that they can do to prevent something like this from happening, or or not, you know, not happening again. Uh, and mental health it's real. Yeah. But no, I'm never gonna sit here and believe everything what documents say. Never ever in life. Because I feel like I feel like people will say anything to save their ass. Yeah. But you know, Missy, they can investigate. They can investigate, and all the stories have to do is line up. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And so the question that I was asking is, if you see something, are you going to report it now? If you hear about a family member, if you hear about uh, somebody in a high position, are you going to report it? Are you going to do something about it? While you're saying throw Rob in jail, throw away the key, what are you going to do for the future? Because this stuff is still going on. Do you have any suggestions? Is my whole point. Will you work for somebody where this type of stuff is going on? Yeah. And no, I'm never gonna sit up here. Yeah. And so um there's no winners. And yes, yeah, yeah. And yada yada, I have not been following this since the 90s, honey. The only thing I've been doing is enjoying music, enjoying concerts, and 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 enjoying things. The people, whenever you heard something, uh, like I said, the marriage, you had them saying it didn't happen. I can remember years ago when they said uh, wellness checks was done on the girls um, when they were in Atlanta and they went to the home and they didn't find anything. And then, boom, bang, you got this whole big thing. But no, I never followed this. I don't follow anybody's life like this, and I'm not going to start following anybody's life. Uh, and I'm not, yeah, and actually, when you read the documents, you sort of get mad because everybody laughed. Seemed like everybody just went along. You knew something was wrong. you know, but you it's just crazy to me. It's just crazy. And so the entire city of Chicago failed R. Kelly, the girls, and everybody. It's how I feel. Yeah, 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 yeah. And see, this is what I'm saying. Uh, it's just too much. To this. Yeah. And you are so right. Yeah. But yeah, if that's allegedly what he was, I cannot believe the gang members didn't whoop his ass. You know, I, they say he terrorized the entire city of Chicago. Yeah, 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 yeah. So, yeah, what, what, what? Yeah, yeah. Okay, Robert, you said you think we are past allegedly at this point. And my question is, what what can we do? What can the community do to prevent these kind of things from ever happening again? Yeah, so yeah, I've been a calmer person. I gave my life to Christ 10 years ago, and my behavior in the past couple of years has not been the best, but still, all in all, I'm going to, I, I have no heaven or hell to put anybody in. Um, I feel like no, you know, no crime is different from another crime. Um, yeah, 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 yeah. And so, we've got Simone Biles. She dropped out of the Olympics. Uh, hey, I can remember. I thought if you kissed a boy, you got pregnant. Shit. I mean, you know, but no, I'm never. And Mr. Keller, Um, yeah. So you got the same thing. You know, we got all of this sick shit, sick shit, and somebody's got to know that these people got a sickness. Yeah. And to me, the way I feel about this, like, you know, y'all got everything y'all needed. And now, you wanna you wanna call him out. Why not 20 years ago? Why not 10 years ago? Yeah, yeah. Like I said, you know, yeah, I'll be 59. Uh, we didn't. We were told all kinds of stories. Yeah, 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 yeah. I don't. Yeah. It's yeah, 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 yeah. Like I said, I'm getting ready to get back into my word, and God let me survive breast cancer twice and a stroke. Uh, and you know, I try to tell my nieces, even my 10-year-old niece, I don't care if any man touches you inappropriately. You tell somebody, hell, you got a cell phone, record it, you know. Uh, but I don't know, you know, once kids get to be a certain age, I don't know what you can tell them. You know, they're gonna still get out here and do what they want to do, and you know, be starstruck or want the dope dealer with the money and the cars. Um, it's just crazy. But yeah, I read those documents. Um, you know, and I just yeah, yeah, yeah. And so yeah, they know why I am marching because this It's not the paper. No, it doesn't cause any confusion because this isn't the person that we know. And I look at it like this. Everything that was said about him that like I said, everything the no, it doesn't cause any confusion. Like I said, the marriage to a Leo. You had everybody involved saying it happened, saying it didn't happen. You had them do wellness checks. And so, well, well, there is no logic. There is no logic. I was not sitting around following the man. I never heard half of this story, this stuff that these people are saying. Yeah. And if it did happen, I'm not going to hate him. You know, I will always have sympathy. Yeah. And keep um what are you doing um since you know you guys want yeah. Yeah, and that's what I'm trying to focus on too. Black girl beauty is what can we do so this does not happen again. This has happened, and I'm pretty sure everybody in your family um has a person that has committed a crime. Okay, so let's not get this twisted. Okay, so did you stop supporting that person? I went to court with my friends whose sons was accused of murder and everybody else. Oh, B. Sparrow, she got mad. She got mad because I would not sit up and agree 100%. I feel like, yeah, yeah, um, that I'm not going to sit up here and agree with everything that she's saying and her logics. Yeah, yeah. And yeah, if people do wrong, they have to be held accountable for their behavior. But as I said, this whole case is built on a bunch of lies, denials, people that might have been telling the truth that would not listen to, uh, people that were saying stuff didn't happen, people saying it was happening, people in the camp saying it wasn't happening then, but now they're saying it did happen. So that's why I will never, ever, ever say everybody is telling the truth. And my point is, like Black Girl Beauty, is the question that I am asking is what can we do to prevent this? Everybody that's saying throw the key away, lock R. Kelly up, and throw the key away, what are you doing? in your personal life to prevent something like this tragically from happening again. Well, yeah, 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 yeah. He said, "Oh my God, yada yada." The whole, yeah, yeah, but but you said the predator isn't allowed around your children. Well, are you going to go to the police? I mean, are you going to want that family member locked up, thrown in jail, throw the key away? Well, these are just questions I'm asking. You know, we'll say, oh, if the family member, yeah, yeah, well, well. Yeah, come on, man. Where is your backbone? Also, advise women to explore other ways to make a living. Laying their back in hopes of a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, as promised by Loggins and other lawyers, is not a good advice. Yeah, okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, Keith, I have to really respect you for that. Yeah. And that's all. That's all. Because what has happened to Rob, we will that once the trial has started, and like I said, due to all of the things that transpired over this, I'll never believe anybody 100%. Nobody. Nobody. Yeah. Yeah. And so that's the only thing I'm saying. You know, I didn't follow him that much. Everything I ever heard, you know, like I said, even from the point of the marriage, they say it didn't happen, you know. And so, um, everybody, it's just crazy to me. Yeah, yeah. And so, So that's good, and that's all I wanted to know. Everybody that's saying throw throw him away. Uh, yeah, okay, yeah. And everybody, and hello, Karen, and hello to everybody in the chat. You know, everybody has a thing. You know, uh, people are saying, "Oh, oh goodness, yeah, yeah, yeah." Wow, yada yada. Yeah. And everybody has to think, you know, uh, I guess everything that floats, uh, you know, one person can hate this, but, you know, they're saying throw him away, you know, throw him away for this, but your murdering ass kids, you want them to get probation, you know. So, no crime to me is different than another crime. Oh, wow. And see, yeah, and that's sad. And this is what I'm saying. What what do we do? What do we do? Jesus. Do you know that some people they actually think this mess is normal? Yes, and some people do take these secrets to their grave. And I tell everybody the way this world is going right now, I'm gonna tell you, I'm trying to do the right thing in life. And people, you better wake up because as somebody said earlier, there is so much stuff going on in this world, uh, agendas that they are trying. Yeah, 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 yeah. Um, I always said innocent or guilty that I would still support, know, because that's not the person that I know. Um, no, Robert Keller, I said nobody is being 100% truthful. We will never know the truth. Yeah, We will never know the truth. They say every single family has been traumatized. Yeah. Jennifer, with this case, I will say nobody is telling 100%. We will never, never, well, yeah, yeah, well, yep, Star, no one person is. I don't think nobody's telling the truth. We'll never know the full truth. Yeah, we weren't, yeah, yeah, none of them. Nobody. Yeah, I do support him either way. Yeah, yeah. You know, yada yada is funny because I have become the matriarch of my family. And so, you know, I got some younger cousins. You know, I'm on my hands and knees for it. Yeah, 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 yeah. And like I said, we don't even know. Uh, Rob has said not guilty. We don't even know. But like I said, I don't think Granny, can you love a murderer? Can you love a murderer? Can you love a thief? Can you love a drug addict? Can you love anybody that has an addiction? Can you love those people? Can That's what I say. We pick and choose what who we want. Exactly, Robert Keller. Love doesn't have roots. But you know, you can, you can, you can, you can love, you can love an addict that's out here doing everything in the world, turning tricks, jumping in back seats of cars, anything for their addiction, though, right? Okay. Or the person that's that's lost everything because they had a gambling problem or the alcoholic that had a DUI and killed somebody. You can love those people, right? You know. So this is what I'm saying. Everybody has something, you know. But that's y'all thing. Um, I'm not the judge and jury. People don't have to stand in front of me. Yeah, yeah. And all I can say is, you keep on living, and you know, you gonna see some stuff and experience some things, and some stuff gonna come to your house you never thought would come. And that's why I tell people, don't be too excited on what you wish on other folks, because it might end up at your doorstep. Yeah. Exactly. I think he even gave the church money. Isn't that something? Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, children are innocent. A lot of children did not ask to be brought into this world with some of the situations that they were brought into. A lot of them did not ask to be raised the way they were raised. Um, yeah. Um, and as parents, um, we don't get manuals on how to be the best parents. Yeah. Yeah, I think um, some of them said, that they could, that they knew. Yeah, Yeah, like I said, I was just looking for a way, you know, of what we can do to prevent this type of situation from happening again. And it seems like everybody has a story. Uh, this goes on within the family. You know, I never, I never realized this stuff was this deep. Um, you know, in my family, we got a lot of alcoholism and stuff. None of this type of stuff. Yeah, but oh wow, put his penis. Oh my God! Wow. Yeah, and it's unfortunate too that people that deal with any kind of abuse, you know, uh, a lot of them sometimes, um, you know, these are the people that we see on the streets that are talking to themselves, are turned to drugs and alcohol, um, uh, due due to that. Oh wow. You know, Granny, after this battle is over, what are you going to do? Um, keep the truth. I did not say that. I said, unfortunately, many people that have been abused, they do turn to alcohol and drugs. A lot, and these are some of the people that we see on the streets that have lost their minds. Everybody is not strong. Yeah. Hello, Latanya. Well, for all victims. Yeah. So what do you um oh yeah, and you are so correct. We all believe what is true, Latanya. Vaughn, whoever you are that has come in here, yes, that is a problem too. Some people do lie. Uh, I know a girl that did lie uh, because her mom didn't give her any attention anymore. You know, yeah, yeah, yeah. Some people do lie. Yeah. Now, somebody said, Larry, does that include bank fraud victims? And see, and so see, that's what I'm saying. Now you got people that's got problems with Larry. They're saying, so what? He told the truth. He still committed a crime. Um, uh, he still committed a crime. Me, you know, the little Larry, I got to know, you know, hey, I don't care what he did. So, you know, well, what's not fair when a crime is a crime? That's that's what people people pick and choose. You know. Yeah, I had my BFF. She had her daughter at the age of 14 by an older guy, and she's a very successful woman. I mean, she had a good support system, and she made it. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, and Dingo. That's all I'm saying. Um, you know, we'll never we'll never know the truth. And that's why I said I'm not getting ready to spend my time uh, arguing with folks. I never followed it, follow everything. You, we'll, we'll just never know the truth. Yeah, I got work to do here in Joliet, and I can um, lift some stuff now. Uh, I'm healing pretty well after my double mastectomy, and I want to try to get back to going to the church and feeding the homeless, making sure people eat every day. I got um and try to do the best I can do in this world and try to keep stay uplifted myself and and try to be the best person that I can be in this world. Yeah, Granny, but this has always been a problem. Always been a problem in the black community. We accept teenage pregnancies. You know, the girls would have the babies, the parents take them and raise them. Um, I didn't have my son till I was 20. I was not going. Um, you know, I was set. I was, you know, I was taught I should go to college, get a good job, learn how to take care of myself. I have never depended on. I worked two jobs at one time, and that's why now I can sit back and get a nice check every month because I worked hard. Yeah, and most people thought that I would be be the one to get married because I had parents. I grew up with a mom and dad, but shit, I didn't want to dance to nobody's music. Well, after I left my son's father, he sort of schooled me, so he was an older man, and I knew I would never, ever in my life love anybody that much and be a fool for any man. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, yeah. But like I said, I am never, ever going to sit up and believe everything in no documents uh, and we're gonna end this uh, soon too. Uh, that I don't think everybody is 100% truthful. I don't think we will ever know the full truth. I think people that have been offered immunities, people are singing to to clear their asses up, and to those people that was laughing and thinking that shit that that allegedly happened on those records, you know, y'all need y'all asses whipped. And um, I got a whole lot of feelings. But yeah, in the black community, we have so many problems. We're never going to stick together. Um, and uh, we are, will never be united. Uh, Things that I used to hope for will never be united. Um, and we got to start talking about about stuff. Yes, God is good, but everything can't be preyed on either. You know, sometimes people need to go to the doctors to get to for mental health, for issues that they're having. Uh, we don't like to address things, and then we don't. Yeah, OJ did get off. Um, and so Lady of Leisure said that this was her last show. So if anybody else want to join me as the co-host, because I'm never going to sit up and believe everything that's in those documents. I'm not going to sit up and believe everybody is telling the truth. I don't care who it is, the government, um, and I don't believe everything the government says to do anyway. Uh, like, when did the government become our friend? Shit, you know. Um, I'm just, I'm not this fan of the government. So, no. Uh, so, if anybody would like to join me as co host, and I would like to know if some people can start come um, come to my music shows, because music is my first love. And I don't. OJ was guilty as hell. OJ, yeah, yeah. She gets mad and gets these rants, but I'm just not going to sit up and agree with her, and I'm just not going to believe everybody is telling the damn truth. Yeah, yeah. You want me to believe that, but I ain't, and I never will. I never will. Yeah. I never will. And yeah, and like I said, uh, the point I was making, like I said, everybody involved in the Aaliyah marriage, which she said, like I said, they all denied it. Now, 20 years later, because if I got the people saying it didn't happen, I'm going to go research everybody's marriage. I never paid this shit no attention up until 2 years ago. So everybody done told the lie. Everybody done concealed when 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 yeah, everybody told what they wanted to tell to fit their own agendas. Yeah, uh, to fit their own agendas, and then I'm supposed to be all on the bandwagon that now everybody is telling the truth. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, Rose, you say I let yeah. Oh yeah, and I'm gonna have to yeah. Oh, I always I never could understand why. I never understand. I could never understand why everybody was hating each other and doing all of this stuff over a case and a trial, and I never could understand, like, why was people hating everybody over a case, and it just made no sense to me, you know. And I just thought, is this what we have come to? Um, it just it never. Yeah, 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 yeah. No, I think no. In Dingo, my my frustration came in with the alleged supporters. the ones that have profited, lied, posted victims' addresses, who have made it worse for him, you know. And I had to let all of that stuff go because they're grown, they're ignorant. Y'all have to answer to what they do. I mean, the only thing I had was a video that I wanted the world to see him as a compassionate man, the person that I know. That was it. That was all. Yeah. But no, I would never jump on no bandwagon where uh, yeah, thank you. I've made it in this world 59 years. And like I said, uh, I had to well, I just had to regroup and realize people are who they are. And, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, it is what it is. I've met some good people in this fight, though. Well, I shouldn't say fight. I met some good people in this case. Uh, some real good people. I've met all of you guys. Um, so, but anyway, I'm getting ready to end this show, and I will probably be back tomorrow, and we are going to, like I say, too much darkness is isn't good for anybody, and I'm not going to be trying to report on darkness. Anybody doing anything, anybody selling anything, anybody's a makeup artist, I want to find some positive things to talk about. Um, yeah, 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 and I will never ever sit up and get on no bandwagon to say lock him up and throw away the key. I'm just never going to do that, you know. And I would never do that for anybody that I know. So, and then, like I say, with this case, it's just it's very overwhelming, you know. Yeah, and nobody is a winner, and nobody will be 100% truthful. That's my story. That's what I'm saying, and you know, it is what it is. Uh, Hopefully, this cycle can stop. I love you all, and everybody have a great day.